Shalom YouTube, we back with another video. I'm sure you are all pretty aware of the story that's been surfacing all over the internet of the illegal Guatemalan migrant that burned a sleeping strap hanger to death aboard a Brooklyn subway train. Did y'all see the video? The incident shows people walking by a NYPD cop standing outside the subway car as flames engulfed this woman. And it wasn't only one cop, it was a few cops walking by. And no one came to that woman's aid. No one did nothing except film. And you know what's the sad thing? Is that that's today's world. Someone can be dying and all phones is out recording your death to the entire world. And knowing they have time to save your life, but they rather pull out their phones and record your last seconds of breath. They still time to save you, but they rather just film it. You know, and the crazy thing about it is sometimes the people recording on the footage recording, you can hear these people yell for help or someone call somebody or call 911. Meanwhile, these are people recording on their phones that they can just shut it off and call 911 and call for help. But they rather film you dying and help. Somebody help. Help this person. Somebody get help. Somebody get help. But I'm still filming you on my phone, which this device can call for help. This is the world we live in today. Unfortunately, sad to say. And this man who entered the U.S. illegally decided to approach a woman who was sitting on the train. And she looked like she was sleeping, minding her business. And he decided to just set this woman on fire just because. Just because. And he used a lighter on the victim's clothing, which became fully engulfed in a matter of seconds. The disturbing thing about this was he stayed on the scene and sat on a bench and was just outside the train car and just watched as this woman burned. But before he sat down, as the cops walked by and the people filming, he did also try to fan the fire from the woman. Like he tried to fan it, and then he took himself to just sit down and just watch like this. He just stood there. Amelia Carter is the victim's name, and she was only 29 years old. Now, you can thank the Biden administration and Kamala for allowing the borders to be open. The same administration that also lost, 500,000 children as well. But we know all about missing children and the situation based off the Tara Roda's whistleblower about what happened, about how, you know, your tax-paying dollars is being funded into this, and that, you know, government sponsors, taxpayers, they hand over these children to sex traffickers and traffickers. They are aware of this. Look into Tara Roda. She exposed all that. But again, let's stick to this topic here. But you can thank the Biden administration for allowing all the borders and all this, all this stuff out here that you're seeing. You could thank that administration. And you know, the cops, if you see the video, you literally see the cops walking by doing nothing. People sat on the platform and just watched and recorded, and all they were caring about was just recording for the likes and the views that they'll get, that they'll put this on their channel. They were focused on likes and views, which is exactly what happens in this world. They rather care about likes and views. And this man was taken into custody hours after the incident, and he was charged with first and second degree murder and first degree arson, according to police. And according to an Immigration and Customs Enforcement spokesperson, he was intentionally removed from the U.S. back to Guatemala in June of 2018 after U.S. Border Patrol encountered him in Arizona. He has been charged with 2 counts of murder intentionally killing the woman and killing her while committing arson. The top charge carries a maximum sentence of life in prison without parole. The man who burned this woman told the detectives that he didn't know what happened, but he identified his name to them, but he did not remember what he did. And I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. He was demon possessed. And those demons was all in that man's ears telling him to do that. That's what happened. You see, before he did what he did, there was a video of him that was surfacing on Instagram. And he was filming himself before he burned his woman. He was filming himself and he was drinking. He was drinking. And the man was already intoxicated before doing what he did. So he was already, he was filming himself, drinking, getting drunk on film before doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you see? What do you see in the wine stores, liquor stores? What do you see? What's the name besides wine stores? What do they call it? It says the name spirits. Spirits for a reason. That's why they call it spirits for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. You see, this battle is not against flesh and blood. It's not against a human opponent. Literally, Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12 clearly tells you this. That was a demon that latched itself and possessed that man. See, that demon was all in that man's subconscious mind, planting seeds of evil, and he did what he did because the demon that possessed him wanted him to do that. Why else would he sit down and watch? Best believe, as he was sitting down watching, the demon was still in him, enjoying that, draining that energy, and also enjoying the fact that it just ruined this man's life and got the job done, and just draining the energy. That's exactly what happened. And guess what? As soon as those detectives came and pretty much kind of did this to the man to speak to him, wake him up on alert, I guarantee you and I promise you that when he looked at them and got alerted, that demon left that man. Literally. It left that man's body, which is why he had no idea what happened. He didn't know what he did and what he had done. Yeah. You see, this happens a lot. And people hear voices, okay? And you hear them say, I was told to do it. Or the devil made me do it. When you hear about these crimes, right? Serial killers and all this. When you hear these crimes, a voice told me in my head to kill my family or this, and that. I was told. I heard voices. And then while they're in there being told about the crime they did, a lot of the times you hear them, they panic and freak out. I don't remember. I don't recall doing that. I don't remember doing that. I did that. No, that can't be me. I don't do these things. Yeah, man. Spiritual warfare is real. Demonic possession is real. When these spirits go inside you, now they have access into your vessel. They're going to start planting seeds and playing with your subconscious mind. And you don't know what the hell you're doing. They call it the blackout. Yeah, these are spirits. And then when they leave you, now you have your conscious, you're back. Like, okay, what the hell just happened? I don't remember doing it. Yeah, that spirit left you. It came in, got your energy. It wanted to do what it did, and it left until the next time you open the door again for it to dwell in you, to do and feed off of you. That's exactly what happened. That demon went into that man and did what it did. Look at the movie Fallen with Denzel Washington. Y'all remember the opening scene about the guy that Denzel went to go see in the prison before the man got executed while that spirit was in him? It shook Denzel's hand. You see, when you shake somebody's hand, and if you got a door open and somebody else does too, demons transfer. They jump from one vessel to the next vessel. That's why I told you when people low energy, they yawn. that next person, oh, that was contagious. Yeah, energy, low, negative energy is exchanging with people, demons being shared and exchanged. All somebody got to do is touch you and latch onto you, and their energy is exchanging with your negative, right? So if you see the movie Fallen with Denzel Washington, when the man in the cell shook Denzel's hand, he was disappointed because Denzel was still loyal, faithful, pure, had no doors opened, chosen by the Most High, of course, because he was able to see this stuff. But that's why the spirit in the man got disappointed when he shook Denzel's hand, and he kind of gave him that, you're still pure, like you're still good. I can't leave this body to jump into you and leave this person here. You see, that's why in the movie, when the man who was actually on death row, he was singing time. See, that's the spirit in that man. That man had no idea that he was dying or was gonna die, because the spirit was in him. And all the smoke is coming in because he's literally dying, but he doesn't know. The demon don't care. It's in him, destroying his life. And then, why you think when the man died, the demon's job was done? It left that man, and then it went into the police officer, who was the one who pulled the switch, doing his job, but he committed murder, opened a door to allow the demon in. You see? Do you understand? So with the story here, that's exactly what you guys saw. You seeing things through the flesh, yeah, but this is more spiritual than physical. There are spirits flying. They're waiting to body hack people, waiting for you to come into an agreement to open doors so they could dwell inside you. This is real. This is why when you see people do what they do and you see all these crazy crimes and all this, yes, it was a spirit in this person that controlled them. That's exactly what happened. And this is why people have no idea after what happened. They don't know. Spiritual warfare is real. And it's crazy because the devil never takes the blame, and the devil is never held accountable for all this stuff. And he should be, because he is the reason behind all of that. The devil is the reason for all this wickedness, evil stuff that you're seeing out here. Yeah. He's never held accountable. Nobody wants to say that. They want to just point at the person doing what they're doing and want to call it mental this, and that. No, it's spiritual warfare. There are doors being opened. There are people being controlled by demons. And these demons is waiting to body hack and jump into people, draining the energy. Why you think you got the Tesla robots out here, fallen angels, going into NPCs and bots, creating these robots now? Because they don't only want to jump into your body. They actually want to live permanently. So they're creating these things too, in people's ears. So yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. That was evil. That wasn't light. That was dark. That was evil. That was evil. And that was all demons and the devil. That was demons in that man doing what he did. Yeah, that's exactly what you saw. Y'all gotta look at this from a spiritual aspect, man. I'm telling y'all, you have to. Because this is more spiritual than physical. It's not so much in the flesh, it's not so much in the physical, it's in the spiritual. It's what you don't see. But a lot of y'all who unplug when the veil is removed, y'all have that ability now to discern, to see, to feel. That's why spiritual awakening is not fun, because now you're going to see people for who they really truly are. You see and feel things, man, that other people do not see. Hello, Tiffany Gomez. That mother ever not real. Yeah, man, spiritual awakening happens. People have the ability to see what you do not see. They see the shapeshifters. They see the people's spirit. They see, and people act funny around them. Their demons get bothered around your life. It's real. It's real. This ain't fake. It's real. This is more spiritual than physical. But the devil's hands was all in that. That was evil. It's clearly that man got possessed. He needs deliverance. But unfortunately, yeah, you reap what you sow. You got to do the time. For sure. They got to do the time for sure for what they do. But again, at the same time, you have to understand, doors are opened in people's lives. Spirits dwell in people and jump out. Yeah, and they make people do whatever they want them to do. That's as real as it gets, man. which is why you have to protect your peace, which is why you have to pray for a hedge of protection. You always got to stay and pray. You always got to stay with the Most High, especially when you're going outside, even in your home, but especially when you go outside. You have to pray for a hedge of protection, stay in prayer, because you got some people out here that are literally dealing and are involved and got some evil spirits latched onto them. It's a real thing. And these spirits, energy vampires, they be preying on the next thing that they see. It's as real as it gets, man. But y'all know what's up already. Y'all stay safe. Unplug from this matrix. Open your eyes to see. Ask the Most High to remove the veil from your eyes so you can have an understanding about this spiritual warfare. So when you see these stories like this, yeah, you know it's real. It's more spiritual than physical, man. Stay with the Most High, man. Protect your peace. Stay vigilant. Stay sober and observant. You know? And choose wise and smartly with who you want to hang around and be around, you know? Because we're going into 2025, man. You see how the world is changing. Things is not the same no more. And when you unplug, you ain't looking at this world the same anymore. Yeah, you have an understanding about what you see out here, what's happening in the world, what's taking place. You understand what's going on. But yeah, it's more spiritual than physical, man. Y'all stay safe, man. Y'all stay prayed up. Until the next video.